Hey gang, welcome to Talkin Vegas All Day with KA. I'm your host, KA, and welcome to a very special bonus episode of Talkin Vegas. Today we're going to discuss two properties located on the Las Vegas Strip that were deemed haunted. These two properties have some ghost and paranormal activity, and I wanted to discuss them. This is going to be part of a 3-part video that's going to lead us right into Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody. Before we get started, make sure to click like, hit subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you can get up-to-date information when we drop new episodes like this. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's go tonight.
Right now.
Let's go to Vegas. We'll stay up all night. Let's go to Vegas. Let's get away.
First property we are going to talk about today is the Luxor. Now, you guys all know about the Luxor, the famous pyramid-shaped hotel and casino located on the Strip. Well, believe it or not, it is rumored to be haunted. Some say that 2 to 7 construction workers died during the construction of this site. And there are reports that 2 to 3 continue to haunt the hotel to this day. Because of the shape of the hotel, many believe this hotel to be cursed due to secret Egyptian powers. The powers of the pyramid are said to surpass all modern comprehension. Now, I got this little bit of information from hauntedrooms.com, so make sure to check them out. I'll make sure to go ahead and put the information on the link below. There have also been reports of people jumping to their death from the balconies that line the inside of the hotel. So for you guys that have been to the Luxor, if you go in and you look up to the top where the light shines up through the pyramid, you'll see the hotel has balconies. The entrance in and out of the hotel rooms kind of looks down upon the casino. People apparently from high up have jumped to their death, unfortunately. Some of these people have left no note or any reason for them doing such a thing. Now, that could be, of course, guys, one reason or the other, but that's still creepy. Also, and believe it or not, this is kind of creepy too, the Luxor is said to be built on a popular burial site that mobsters regularly use to bury their people that they buried after, offing them, so to speak. Also, there is a famous Titanic exhibit. I believe it's no longer there. I think it went out about 2-3 years ago. But apparently, during the exhibit, workers there would see ghostly apparitions. Some of the artifacts would make noise, or like clocks would go off, or just strange sounds they would see throughout the exhibit. So that's definitely creepy. While we were traveling, we didn't see anything, but also on the balcony, when you walked in, they had a grand staircase. They would see figures moving up and down the staircase or looking down from the top. The side of the boat would moan like it would when it was at sea. Some fun little tidbits there about that. Another thing was the reason the hotel's cursed is because of where the Sphinx is located. I've heard that rumor many a times that it's not facing towards the correct direction, and that is deemed to be one of the reasons the hotel's cursed. When I was looking online, checking out some research for these things, I came across a couple stories from people that posted in the comments section. These stories were kind of fascinating. This particular room, one story that kind of caught my attention was this person said they were staying in a room with a group of friends one night, and one of them woke up and saw somebody that they thought was one of their friends standing looking over another person in their room. When this person got up to ask what the person was doing, the person almost, like she said, reappeared on the other side of the hotel room, like they were walking towards a balcony or out the window. Well, it's straight down if you go out towards the window at the Luxor. Person got up, went to turn the light on, saw nothing, went out, checked the hotel area outside the room, nothing. They said that no one had been in the room since it was locked late at night, and there was no sign of forced entry or anything like that. So when they told the attendant, they said that they have had some reports of other people claiming the same things, people being in their rooms and just disappearing. So who knows, it could have been one of those workers that died during the construction of the property. property. Very creepy though. But hey, if you get a chance, check out the Luxor. It's an awesome little hotel and casino, and don't let the ghosts scare you. Our last hotel and casino we're going to talk about today, it is Ballys. Now, for those of you who don't know, and we'll talk about this on a future episode, we know that the Ballys at one point was the old MGM Grand back in the 80s. Around that time, there was a fire, one of the most famous fires in Las Vegas, that killed around 87 people that basically engulfed what is known now as the Jubilee Tower. While helicopters did rescue survivors from the roof, like I said, 87 of them did perish. When the property was sold and renamed Ballys, the tower that the fire took place in was still standing and, of course, was renamed. And guests throughout the times claimed to see unusual shadows in the hallways, hear strange noises, notice furniture mysteriously moving in their rooms, and many believe that is due to the spirits of their survivors. Some of you guys that are ghost enthusiasts and paranormal people out there know this to be one of the more haunted sites in Las Vegas. I'm not one of these people that solely believes that something that I don't understand is automatically a ghost, but, you know, always are open to those things. So one person claims that in the middle of the night, they woke up and saw a figure of a woman walk towards the door in her room. She woke up, saw the figure kind of standing there, and then as she kind of got up, startled, the woman walked and disappeared through the hotel. When she opened the door to look out in the hallway, there was nothing there. Another person claims that they were staying on the second floor, and during their time stay in the room, there was furniture being moved in and around, and their smoke alarm kept going off many times, even during the night, for no apparent reason, even though there was no smoke. That one got me because of the fire and also the claims of the furniture moving. So those are two little stories and tidbits that people saying that they had experienced. From what I also have gathered reading some comments, it sounds like from the 17th floor on up of the Jubilee Tower is where a lot of the hauntings and paranormal activity take place. I know that some paranormal investigation shows have gone to it. As for me, I was out there for a convention. We were staying in the Jubilee Tower, me and my colleague at the time. And one evening, come back from a night out on the strip and went to go to get to bed. And as I kind of was going to turn off my lights and go to bed, I was hearing all this move, like people running down the hallways. I thought it was some kids or, you know, somebody was late for an early flight and they're just booking it down the hall. But it sounded like they were running away from my room towards the elevator, and then they were running back this way. And I kind of turned off the lights. I was watching TV, and you could hear do 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 do. And I was like, "What is that?" I kind of was just like, "Okay, that's kind of weird." It only was like probably like 20 seconds, but I didn't hear any doors slamming or doors closing. Not that it would, but I just kind of kept hearing just this running noise. So I went and looked out in the hallway, both directions. Didn't hear anything. Closed the door. Was just laying there watching TV real quick. Went to bed, didn't think anything of it. The next night, as I was going to bed, we were getting out for an early flight, so I turned in a little earlier. Same thing, heard the noises going up and down the hall. To this day, I still say it was probably some kids just playing out in the hallway. Like I said, I didn't hear any screams, it just sounded like people were running. Something to end today's episode on. So again, guys, for the rest of this week, I am going to be sharing a couple more places on the strip that are haunted or claim to be haunted. Please make sure to check in every day and check out the episodes. That's it for today's episode. Talkin Vegas all day with KA. Before you go, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Talkin Vegas all day with KA.